Hello everyone, how's everybody been? Long time no see. Okay, this is a 1970s, I'm guessing like mid 70s maybe, Superlectric heater. I bought this thing for the garage for in the winter time. I still haven't tested it. I don't know if it works. I don't want to plug it in for obvious reasons. I mean, the thing is really caked in dust and dirt, and I don't want it to risk an explosion or catching on fire, so we're just going to take a once over here. I'm going to show you how filthy the thing is. And if you can see down in there, there's a bunch of dust in there. I don't want to risk anything happening. So what we're going to do is take it up. We're going to rip it open, give it a good clean, and then I'm going to test it. And if it works, we'll continue on making the thing, nice and new. Here you can see I started to use a degreasing cleaner on the top, because I know that for a fact I'm going to be painting this thing. So down in here you can see dust caked up in here. This is just what I'm going to be getting out. Just too much of it in here. I don't want to risk anything happening with it. This thing this is really filthy. All up here on the power transformer. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but there is a lot of dust blowing off of this thing. Okay, I'll continue doing this, and once I get to a point where I feel it's clean enough, I'm going to plug it in for a quick test. Okay, short video. This thing actually works fine. It works perfectly fine. So all I'm going to do to it is continue to clean it up, and the outer shell here, instead of keeping it brown, we're going to paint this red. Because these things aren't really worth that much money. I don't care about keeping it perfect and original, so I'd rather have a red one out in the garage. That's what this is going to be used for. Used out in the garage because there's no heater out there. Just for when I'm working out there in the winter. Something to stand next to at least. Alright, so what we're going to do, because this shield here is held on with metal clips, which are very thin and very old and a pain in the butt to get off, we are going to leave this on. I'm going to mask all of this off, and then we're just going to paint the outside then. Okay, after a little bit of work, she's all masked off. Ready to go to paint. Okay, I got in the zone and went to AutoZone and picked up this high heat engine enamel. Okay, first coat has been applied. Okay, this thing dried super fast because I've got the big fan on it. So we're going to get ready to take it inside and do the very last little detail step, which will be polishing up the chrome. Okay, we're back inside and we're unmasked. Got her upside down right now because next step what we're going to do is, you see on the chrome, we're going to try and polish that up. And what we're going to use to do that is Brasso. So I'm going to start on a small section and I'll show you the result and see if we're even going to bother continuing. Okay, I've put Brasso on a small section up in the top corner here. And you just let it dry to a haze. I don't know if you can tell that there's a haze on there. There you go, on this section here. Alright, I'm going to show you what Brasso is capable of doing. Can you see the difference there to where I stopped right here? So it looks like that's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole rest of this fake chrome bezel, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay, here we have it all complete. That Brasso really took this thing to a really mirror finish. And the engine enamel, it's got a nice shine of its own too. Those of you who know me know that I would much rather prefer to have something from the 70s, 60s, 70s, even 80s, as opposed to something made today. Especially something like this that's just going to sit out in the garage. I mean, it gives me a look that I like. I don't know. I'm really into that ugly 70s stuff. Like, here's a 86 rotating or oscillating fan. Cleaned that thing all up, had to re-lubricate it. It works great. Over here is more so a collection. Things from the 70s and 80s. Bottom is, this is a TIAC reel-to-reel tape player. This is a Sound Design stereo system with an old Sanyo tape deck on it. This is a 1983 Montgomery Ward's VCR. Here's a JVC top loader. We might feature a video with this. I had to do a little bit of work on this to get it working. Even just things like an old pencil sharpener. It's a Texas Instruments game. This would be 90s, but it's like a Walkman. This here is a GE alarm clock. On the bottom there, that would be an answering machine. Don't see many answering machines anymore. Here's two high 8 cameras. This is a Sony. This is more like the one that I had back in the late 90s. This one is a Canon. Here's another old style alarm clock. Just an AM. This is an old radio. It's one of the ones with the old TV band, AM, FM, and weather. And of course the Polaroid. This up here is a cassette player. It's from the 90s. But I need that for the TI computer, which was the first computer that me and my brother had. And yes, I even collect 70s kitchen appliances. Anything 70s or 80s. Alright, I want to say thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.